You're looking to buy your next property and you want to house hack or own a multifamily or be a real estate investor of some sort, but you don't want to spend a lot of money renovating and you're not sure what to do. Well, this is the perfect video for you. This is going to be breaking down creative strategies to buy a turnkey property so you don't have to do crazy amounts of work and still be able to collect sizable rents to cover that mortgage. My name is Shawn McEnteer. I am the house hacking realtor and team leader of the Living in North Jersey real estate team. My wife and I have been house hacking for over a decade, and we're here to make sure that your next house hack is successful and you don't make the mistakes that we made at first. We are here to eliminate that stupid tax that we had to pay, so when you come in to buy your next house hack, it is efficient, smooth, and you're collecting rents on autopilot. Today's video, we'll be walking through a turnkey property that makes sense, and the reason for that is the fact that we're going to be implementing a creative strategy in this one so it can produce higher rents. Plain and simple, at the end of the day, if you go and you buy a property that's turnkey, it tends to be a little bit more expensive because everything's up to date. Look at this place. I mean, it's amazing. You're gonna pay more money opposed to a property that hasn't been renovated or needs major updating. So how do you make the numbers work? Now look, you're probably saying to yourself, well, it's so tough and I don't want to renovate. I'm not handy. That's not my vibe. So what do I do? Do I just buy a property, hope and pay for a property and hope for the best? Well, you don't have to in all circumstances. Many people are doing that and whatever, that's what they're doing. But I'm here to let you know that you can find that property that is turnkey but can still produce. And the reason for that is by implementing different types of strategies and knowing what your target audience is. If you're going after, for say, college students, you might be able to sneak away raising the rents, buying a turnkey type property and getting that crowd in there. Or in this case, maybe going after a midterm rental strategy. And that's what's gonna make this one so successful, is the fact that the client is gonna be going after midterm rental. So having toured through this place, you can see things are like really, really nice. The floors are redone, central air, heating, cooling, recessed lights, quartz countertops, updated cabinets, really, really nice fixtures. Everything looks great. Look at the bathroom here. I mean, this is somewhere that people are gonna want to come to, knowing that they have to work in the area. Now look, this is northern New Jersey. There's people coming and going around the clock all the time. There is a lot happening here in northern New Jersey. So when you implement a midterm rental strategy, it's very effective because we have such high demand being so close to New York City. So what does a property like this look like? Well, you're gonna get someone, whether it's a traveling nurse, whether it's a worker or something along those lines. It doesn't have to always be a nurse. Maybe it's just someone that is coming here for vacation. They wanna be here for the month. Who knows what it is? But you're gonna get that midterm rental strategy that's gonna be able to find people in properties that ordinarily don't look very attractive numbers-wise, look a lot better because you're getting those higher rents per month. Now look, on average, a property like this is probably gonna rent for around the $2,400, $2,500 a month long-term rental. With the midterm rental, you're probably gonna be north of that $3,000 marker potentially. So that's where the numbers look a lot more lucrative. And all of a sudden, this property that is, might be a little negative is now positive because you're looking at the strategy differently. So when we're looking at properties and assessing them, you want to be able to be open-minded to different types of strategies because that's gonna give you more solutions to be able to get a property rented for high and efficient pricing and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing here. Let's see what's going on upstairs so you know what's going on. Here we are outside the property. Before we go on upstairs, I want to do a quick look out here so you get an idea of what is happening, what this is all about. But some things you always want to look out for, especially the midterm rentals and all that kind of stuff, well, really for any rental property, is parking. And there's definitely significant parking here. Street parking isn't bad. So you're able to, allow your guests a place to park because that's obviously very huge. Something else that you want to look for when considering a midterm rental, long-term rental, all that kind of stuff is laundry. If you're going to be looking to attract a high-level tenant, a quality tenant, you really need to have laundry inside the units, or at least on location. And you got that right here. So that is huge for getting the quality tenant that you want. Really quick, I want to know what type of strategy you're looking to implement. So why don't you drop a comment below, whether you're midterm rental, long-term rental, short-term, college students, whatever it is. Why don't you drop a comment below. But as I go through this, I love it. This is a house hacking property. My client's going to be house hacking it. And what's great about it is the fact that she can implement a lot of the different strategies, maybe even a short-term rental strategy. That's what I like about house hacking, because you're hands-on, you're in the property, you're able to look at things a lot differently. So if you want to do midterm, short-term, long-term, whatever it is, you have the possibility to do them all, to do these different strategies. And if you run into issues with short-term, because we all know that there's some things going on there, towns ban it, not that big of a deal. You're on site, you can easily switch into a medium-term rental strategy and have some good success for getting this place rented. But this is nice. I love the light. I love the natural light. I love everything they've done, the fixtures, the look, the vibe. This is golden. So, it is possible to buy properties turnkey if you're looking at things differently than most. Most people are saying, I just want to buy a property, rent it out to tenants, call it a day. So if you're open-minded to a midterm rental strategy, short-term rental strategy, different type of strategy, you can get places by buying turnkey property. Now look, if you're just gonna go after this from a long-term basis, by all means, it's not a bad property. You're still in good shape, but I'm just saying you can get much better numbers if you're open-minded to looking at these properties a little bit differently. And that's what my client's doing here. So super excited. We are gonna be closing on this very soon, and I'm really excited to see what it actually rents for when it's all said and done. See you on the next video, and make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss a beat on what's happening on Northern New Jersey, and you can be the first to know about videos just like this. Click subscribe.